Hey guys, another video today. Woo! Shower hair again. Have you ever noticed that your best ideas tend to come when you're in the shower? I don't know if it's the shampoo or the water. I don't know what it is, but it just seems to spark your brilliance. I don't know why. Uh, so yeah, by the way, wearing this shirt today. I know this is a really awkward angle. I'll just tilt my computer down. Woo! Uh, I'm kind of wearing this shirt today uh, to kind of show my support. First show is a foursome tonight. Good luck, boys. Uh, anyway, this is kind of not a one day related video. This is kind of related about other things. I have been starting, I don't know why, on my phone, a list of my top tens. TV shows I like, movies I like, movies I don't like, because my friends, you know who you are. Two of you subscribe to me. You know who you are. Um, kind of say that I have an odd taste in movies. They say that I hate all of the classics and I like bad movies. So, oh well. Also, my music tastes and my ships, my main ships. So I thought I would kind of go through these, tell you guys what they are, and explain them, talk about them a little bit, and yeah, it'll be fun. So let's just get right down to business to defeat those Huns, shall we? We can. I didn't quite want to rip off Joey there, so. Uh, okay. Movies I like, first of all. These are in no particular order, by the way. Uh, Princess Bride is number one. Oh my god. I love that movie so much. Uh, it's just, I think it's got the right amount of humor and heart, I think. And just so many great lines. I only dog paddle. I mean, come on, as you wish. I actually, for my birthday coming up almost next month, in May, I asked for the book by Carrie Yules, who played Wesley, and it's kind of like a behind the scenes of how they shot the movie and when they were filming it and stuff, and I think it'll be really cool. I hope I get it because that would be amazing. Uh, Number two is Breakfast Club. Uh, Again, kind of the I liked how I love John Hughes. I'm just coming out and saying it. John Hughes is he captured teenage angst. Yeah, it was in the 80s, but it's still relevant today, I think. I think every high school has a Bender and a Claire and Andrew and Brian and I think her name was Allison, Ali Sheedy's character. I think it was. We all have those kind of characters, and it kind of shows you never know what people are struggling with or get to really know someone until you walk a mile in their shoes, and that's kind of what Breakfast Club kind of did. Number three, like I said, no particular order. Birdcage. If you haven't seen this movie, it's based on the Broadway show La Cage aux Folles. It's got Robin Williams, Nathan Lane, the voice of Timon, by the way, for you '90s kids, in case you didn't know who he was. Uh, and it's just classic Robin Williams, uh, Nathan Lane. It's hilarious. It's got everything you want. It's got drag queens and politics and just Hank Azaria dancing to Gloria Estefan is something that will be forever etched in my brain in that movie. The next movie kind of surprises some people, and that is Goodfellas. Um, I love Scorsese movies. I love gangster movies. I love action movie. I don't know why. The more people that get shot in a movie, the better I think it is. I'm sick. I need help. I don't know why. I love Goodfellas. It's Scorsese. How can you go wrong with Scorsese? He's done so many other great movies. One I saw recently was The Departed. I actually just bought that yesterday. Oh, such a good movie. I mean, Scorsese has never had a bad movie, in my opinion, except for maybe Taxi Driver. That wasn't a bad movie so much as really confusing. Uh, Next, My Cousin Vinny. My Cousin Vinny. I swear I don't have a thing for Joe Pesci. I don't know why he's on this list multiple times. My Cousin Vinny is, in case you haven't seen it, it's about uh, these two kids from New York driving to college, and they get stopped and arrested for a murder in Alabama that they didn't commit. And one of the guy's cousins, Vinny, is a lawyer, and he comes down to Alabama from New York to try to get them off. And uh, Marissa Tomei's speech about the imagine you're a Dia. I can do that from heart. That whole speech. Uh, Such a funny movie. And fun fact: the judge in that movie is Herman Munster. Who knew? Next, Good Will Hunting. I actually just watched that last night. Not for the first time, but it's Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. It's such a good movie. Robin Williams in a non-comedic role, which he could do serious dramatic roles. He actually won his Oscar for Good Will Hunting, and so did Ben Affleck and Matt Damon for writing it. Uh, One of my favorite movie quotes ever is in that movie. That Ben Affleck, that Matt Damon's character says when he gets Minnie Driver's number from the bar. He's like, he comes up to this really rude guy and he says, "Hey, you like apples?" He says, "Yeah." "Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?" I love that line. So funny. This one actually does surprise a lot of people. Pretty Woman. I like that movie. um, it's one of the few chick flicks I can stand because I think that Julia Roberts' character is kind of ballsy. I mean, for being a prostitute. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Oh, I love this movie. I actually just got one of my friends to watch it last night for the first time. She gave it a 5 out of 10, but she also gave Princess Bride a 3 out of 10, so I wouldn't really trust her judgment. And there's so many great lines in that movie. "Help, help, I'm being repressed." It's just classic British humor. It may be 40 years old, but it's timeless. I think everyone can quote parts, if not all, of that movie. The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. Love that. Lastly is Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, I guess you could say I like Robin Williams. It's again one of those surprising movies that I like. It's just, humor. Like I said with Princess Bride, it's the combination of humor and heart that I really like. Okay, so those are the movies I like. These are some of the movies that I don't like that will surprise people. And hear me out if you like these. These are just my opinions of why I don't like them. Gone with the Wind. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing of Scarlett. I understand the historical aspect of why Scarlett O'Hara was such a needy, whiny little princess. Um, but it's more just, it's so friggin' long. I can never pay attention throughout the entire movie. It needs multiple discs just to get through the movie. Editing. That would be my note to the makers of that movie. Edit. Sound of Music. I'm just not big on musicals. And I don't know. I found it a little cheesy. Casablanca. Now this one I'll admit I will have to see again just to see if my thoughts on it still stand. I just found it really confusing. Forrest Gump. Oh my god. Oh, bad. I Tom Hanks. Why? I don't know. I'm just not really a fan. Les Mis. This movie actually made me laugh at the end. I know. I'm a terrible, terrible person. First of all, the close-ups. Ugh. Too close, too close. Back up a bit, Tom Hooper. Back up a bit. I felt like I was invading their personal space. Not that I minded that so much with Hugh Jackman or Eddie Redmayne, but when you're smacking Anne Hathaway's face, it's a little disconcerting. And also, whoever told Russell Crowe he could sing? Really? Really? I'm not a huge fan of anything by Nicholas Sparks. Just, again, I'm not a fan of romantic, sappy, sad movies. I mean, I actually laughed at the end of The Notebook. I mean, like, that's realistic, yeah. It's a Wonderful Life, kind of the same thing. Very, very cheesy. Um, very cheesy. Okay, so now that the firing squads can finish for the movies that I don't like, the music that I really like. Number one, Fall Out Boy. I have loved Fall Out Boy ever since I was about 16, 15 maybe. Just from Under the Cork Tree on to American Beauty, American Psycho, I think they had one little slight misstep. I mean, I don't even remember what it's that AM/PM, I think is what it was called. I'm not quite sure. That wasn't. But from Under the Cork Tree, Infinity on High, Folie à Deux, uh, and then they had their little break and came back with Save Rock and Roll, and now with American Beauty, American Psycho. I actually wrote a love poem to Pete Wentz when I was like a sophomore in high school for English class. I compared his soul to a deep dish pizza. He's from Chicago. I thought it worked. Green Day. Love Green Day. First album I ever bought in my life was American Idiot. I had to buy it online to get past the parental advisory sticker because I was only 15. I've loved everything that they've done. Blink. Huge Blink fan. I actually yesterday bought the greatest hits of Blink for $5 at this record store, and I think it might go down as one of the best purchases I've ever made. It had like 17 songs on it. It had All the Small Things, I Miss You, Adam's Song. What else did it have? I Miss You, Adam's Song, All the Small Things. Just all of their big First Date, Rock Show. I personally didn't have my favorite of their songs, which is Roller Coaster. Love that song. Panic. A very big Panic fan. Brendan Urie, Call Me. Seriously. Oh, the drunk history of Fall Out Boy with Brendan Urie has to be one of my favorite YouTube videos of 2014. Next is these Australian lads somewhere over here, 5 Seconds of Summer. And I guess I'll put 1D in there too with them, kind of a tie. I mean, I feel like, yes, I love One Direction, obviously. And they are very good songwriters and vocally, for the most part. No offense, Louis. But, I mean, Louis and Liam are great songwriters. No one can deny that. But the fact that Five Sauce, they play their own instruments, they write all of their own songs, they have their own record label. Higher Hey. I haven't actually heard their Hey Victoria, their band that they had signed. I'll have to check them out. These next two kind of surprise people. I like rap. Shocking, I know. But my two favorites are Drake and Eminem. I love Drake. I blame my friend Kara for that one, for getting me into him. Thanks for that, Spec. Eminem, I've pretty much loved since I was in elementary school. I can remember being in like third or fourth grade, sitting in my friend's car, my friend's mom's car. Yeah, we were driving in third grade. Listening to Without Me. The edited, of course. I remember like listening to the edited version of the Eminem show in elementary school. You know, Superman. I love Mockingbird. It's a really great song. I actually won a rap battle in high school by rapping Lose Yourself against a friend at a basketball game before it started. Michael Jackson. I love Michael. It's really, I only started appreciating his music until after he died, just because I was so young. Beatles. Been a huge Beatles fan most of my life. I've seen Paul McCartney in concert, and he is amazing. Ed Sheeran. I love Ed Sheeran. He's incredible. I love Thinking Out Loud has to be one of my favorite songs of the year. Okay, enough about music and me rambling for 16 minutes so far. I'm going to start doing these a little faster. Television shows. These are my favorites. My criteria for that was the ones that I would not get tired of watching. Number 1, Friends. I mean, I remember starting watching that with my mom when I was a little kid. Maybe late middle school. Yeah. I started watching it then, and I never get tired of watching it. Number 2 is actually fairly recent that I've gotten into is Gilmore Girls. I started watching that in the fall when it came on Netflix. I was like, I've really never seen much of this show in my life except at the dentist's office. So I gave it a run, and I went through all of the seasons on Netflix in the fall, and then a few weeks ago I started rewatching it, and I absolutely am obsessed with it. It's great. Parks and Recreation. I love Amy Poehler and everything that she does, and Tina Fey. I'm also a huge fan of 30 Rock. 30 Rock didn't make this list, but I love 30 Rock too. The Office. Started watching that in high school. Just some classic, great comedy. Sherlock. I love Sherlock. I actually made the mistake of getting my mom into Sherlock. Hearing my mother call me and say, "Carolyn, guess what?" "What, Mom?" "I found out I'm a cumberbitch. Is that what we're called?" I'm like, oh dear God. What did I do? I created a monster with that one. I also created a monster with my family with Modern Family. I'm actually, for Valentine's Day, my mom gave me a Modern Family calendar that's right up here above my desk, and I'm currently staring at Luke. March is Luke, which is kind of fun. It's great writing. How I Met Your Mother, love that show. Golden Girls, that like when I was in college, my former university, my roommate Shalii, hi Shalii, she's actually done some videos. She actually did that best friend tag with me about a month or so ago. You've met her. We would watch Golden Girls together every night to fall asleep. And that's kind of how we bonded, was Golden Girls. I know, it's a show about old ladies in the 80s, but it's funny. Trust me, it's funny. Big Bang Theory. Penny? Wow, I screwed that up. Anyway, Chuck Lorre can do no wrong. Unless you're Charlie Sheen. The next one it's a new show on Netflix that if you haven't tried out, I highly recommend you look up. It is Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. It's Tina Fey wrote it, and it's just what you would expect from Tina Fey. I love it because it makes fun of Indiana, and that's where I live. I mean, not that we don't have our own issues in the state of Indiana right now. But yeah, it's really funny. Okay, last but not least, because I've been rambling, my ships from these are from television shows, as well as I have a few YouTube ships in here, some real life people that I think are just #adorbs. Okay, Number 1 is Klaine. Oh, my babies. I loved Klaine so much. It made me so happy when they got married. Um, I think they're so amazing. Mondler, Monica and Chandler from Friends. Um, they just seemed to balance each other out so well. I loved that. Now, this next one could be a bit of a contention with some people. Rory Gilmore and Jess. I'm sorry to that moose boy behind me, Jared, but I was not a fan of Rory and Dean. I wasn't. I mean, towards the end, I kind of felt like Dean kind of went to D-bag territory. And I never liked Logan. Um, but Jess, I think, was the best of Rory's men. Jim and Pam. I love Jim and Pam. Hashtag relationship goals. Just saying. Leslie and Ben from Parks and Rec. Yes, definitely. I just they match each other so well. Amy and Rory, Doctor Who. That's actually Rory Williams is actually half of the reason why my car's name is Rory. The other half is Rory Gilmore. You gotta love The Guy Who Waited. Ron and Hermione from Harry Potter. I just think opposites attract and it works. Zalfie. That's one of my real life ships is Zalfie. They're just so cute. And I love Nala. And happy birthday, Zoe, by the way. Captain Swan, because I do watch Once Upon a Time. I forgot to mention that. I actually really like that show. Now this one's a little bit of a confusing one. It's Troy, Connor, and Tyler. I'm not sure what combination I like. I just think I'm not sure about Troiler, to be honest. I'm sorry, don't hurt me. I just think the age difference is weird with Troy and Connor. I mean, Troy and Tyler, jeez, wow. But I think either Troy and Connor or Tyler and Connor would work out very, very well. So yeah, it's a little bit more about me and what I like and ships and everything. So if you agree with them, let me know in the comments, or if you have other shows or movies or things that you think I should check out, let me know down in the comments. And if you like me or any of this, you can feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, that's it for today. I will see you guys later. Adios.